Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series, The Bad Batch's Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both. That's cool too. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified when my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. And as we always do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's start off with a look at the packaging. On the top, oh no, there's some tape. It's a taped up hook and a window. Star Wars The Black Series, nice big window displaying Hunter and his accessories. Star Wars The Bad Batch, Hunter. Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. 4 and up. Hasbro. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese, print, made in China, print symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, sliver of a window, and the stripe continuing around from the front at an angle. Star Wars The Black Series on this side. Nice artwork of Hunter. And on the back, that same artwork from the side, just kind of blown up. Star Wars The Black Series, Hunter. The Bad Batch, technically known as Clone Force 99, is the result of Kaminoan experiments to create a specialist unit of clone commandos. Hunter, their leader, is strong and stoic soldier with extraordinarily keen senses that give him an edge when tracking down his targets. That was my Clone Wars voice. I hope you liked it. But there it all is again in some other languages that I do not read. He's number 1 in the Bad Batch series, and his stripe continues around from the side. Attention, don't stick things in your French pie hole. Achtung, don't stick things in your foreign language pie holes. And includes figure and 5 accessories, some small print, some China print, some Disney print, and some Hasbro print. And that, my friends, completes a look at the packaging. And now it's time to take a look at the figure and his accessories. And we have here handy dandy tweezers. And let's start off with a look at his vibro knife. A little bit of molded detail in there, a couple of paint apps on there actually. You see the silver on the blade, and then there's some circuitry painted in there. So that's nice. Then we have his Clone Wars era pistol. Nothing new here. It's the Captain Rex Special. A little bit of molded detail, molded in color. Here we have his rifle. Or sort of rifle. Reminds me a lot of Republic Commando rifle from the game, and the 3 3/4 inch figures. And here you have his backpack, mostly molded in color, a little bit of details in it. Paint app right here, it looks like. Very slight paint app. Could have used a little bit of paint here on these buttons, but you know. And then there we have the T-shaped peg, or the, I don't know, I want to say mushroom peg, but it's not, because that's, you know, a different type of peg altogether. So we have a T-shaped peg there, and it's got some handles here, I guess, for pulling these, whatever they are, out or opening them up. I don't know. And here we have his helmet, or his bucket. Bit of molded detail in there. Paint app across the visor. You know, there's some deco on it where he's painted it. Like, this part's supposed to be the skull. Like, I'm the Punisher of the clones. Just call me Frank Castle. Clone. So, nice details there. Now let's take a look at the figure. And he doesn't really look Frank Castle-y. He looks more Rambo, like Native American Rambo. Or is that just me? I don't know. We'll see how Native American he looks when I get a G.I. Joe Classified Spirit figure. But nonetheless, you know, he's got this face tattoo. A lot of detail in the hair. A wash could have brought some of that out, but oh well. You know, it is what it is. It's hair. And I always said he kind of, on the show, I've always said he's the Rambo of the group, because that's what he kind of looks like, Rambo on the show to me. But paint app right there, and on the shoulder pads. So his armor looks like it's seen some wear and tear, or it has some wear and tear, like he's been through some stuff, which I'm sure he has. Then the T-shaped hole for the backpack. Now let's take a look at his articulation. Of course, he can do the full Exorcist. He got some waggle going on there. The neck is a separate piece from the body. There's a ball at the bottom of it. And at the top, I'm assuming there's a dumbbell. I'm not going to pull it off. He can chicken neck. Funky chicken. There is a butterfly joint in there. It does give you a little bit forward and back. This piece is a separate piece that has a hole in it, and the arm peg goes through this piece. He will give you 360 degrees rotation at the shoulder. Way better than 90 degrees. He's fixing to do some John Travolta Stay Alive stuff going on here. No articulation at the upper bicep. It's a hinge and swivel at the elbow, and it can give you 360 degrees of swivel all the way around, and better than 90 degrees at the elbow, or at the, you know, the elbow bend, I guess I should say. There's the sheath for his vibro blade at the wrist. 360 degrees all the way around on an in and out hinge, and it's rather loose. And then on the other hand is an up and down joint, or up and down hinge. Cut where the chest meets the torso. Gives you all kind of hula hoopy action there. It's on a ball joint. Will give you 360 degrees of rotation, because guess what? Nothing at the waist. For the splits, he'll give you that much. Kick forward. This time, like most clones, the leg does come out a little bit when you kick it forward because of the armor. Back, he'll give you that much. Hidden under the armor is a cut in the upper thigh, and I suppose if you messed around with it, you could probably get it to go all the way around. So we're just going to call that 360. Another hinge and swivel at the knee. We'll do 360 degrees all the way around. And better than 90 degrees for a bend. And as you can see, this piece is, you know, it's not, it comes down off of the thigh armor rather than being like some of the other clones. You know, the knee piece is part of the articulation joint. Ankles. Ow, that was pretty rough. Go down that far. Dang on, that's tight. Go up that far. And of course, there is a forward-facing pin. Boop, 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 boop. For the rocker. Now, as far as the accessories go, his knife or vibro blade does go right in the sheath, just like he keeps it on the show. And then, no belt. Why does Crosshair get a belt with a holster on it for his pistol and Hunter doesn't? Oh well. Mystery of the Star Wars universe. And then for his rifle, and somebody's riding four-wheeler or motorcycle around the neighborhood. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I did. And, you know, rifle goes right in his hand. Again, no storage on the backpack for either one of his weapons. So that's a little disheartening, I suppose. And then, you know, that just plugs right in there. And it stays in there good, so. And it is not super heavy, but it does have some weight to it, so. And there he is, Hunter, all ready to track some stuff down and blow it away. And that completes a look at the figure and his accessories. And now it's time for my favorite part of the review, the comparisons. And let's see how he stacks up with the other Bad Batch figures. And here he is with the Elite Squad Trooper. Stuff always falling. Here he is with Imperial crosshairs. Or crosshair, I mean. Here he is with Tech. And here he is with Wrecker. Let's see how he compares up with other lines. And here we have, from the Fantastic Four Retro Card series of Marvel Legends, Benjamin J. Grimm, the ever-loving blue-eyed thing. Also from Marvel Legends, making his cameo appearance in this video, here we have Stan the Man Lee, who won't stand. Stan the won't stand the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. And for a 7-inch look, we have McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Beyond. And that, my friends, does it for the comparisons. For final thoughts on Star Wars, the Black Series, the Bad Batch, Hunter, I think this is a decent figure of the character. Maybe not the most definitive. The head sculpt looks a little off to me, but you know, it's crossing, you know, you have to walk a fine line there when you're doing a realistic version of an animated character. So there is that. I mean, armored up, he's fine. He is appropriately skinny, I think, compared to some other figures, but he's still a little hefty in the armor compared to a clone. In my opinion, your opinion may vary. One thing I know, he probably doesn't have it on the show, but I really wish they would have included a belt like they did with Crosshairs for his sidearm to go into. That would have been a nice addition, even if he didn't have it on the show. The paint on the Vibroblade was kind of cool and surprising. And then, you know, no storage for the rifle on his backpack. That, you know. So there are some improvements that could be made here. But still, a decent version of the character. At least one to fill out that Bad Batch space on your shelf until Hasbro gets around to doing another one. And you know they will. Just because. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or to help the channel out further, or both. That's all cool. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified when my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.